chase eboboba eni semmofra no bi esukuu ne na nhyehyeye awofo aya nkwadaa no de kɔ wanimu no ye bobo so bia ma yenuanom ebo amnone ye hode nkwadaa no ahyase ekɔ skuu dada no wode bi toto yanimu ma ye hu nhyehyeye agbaye wo hɔ no mo enne sabri ya meka sai wo Germany manum wo nose mask a yashada ye ne soronko nose mask a yashada ye ene yesi ewo so obiada wo Germany manum wo yusu ntinya ye de no a kyesa yesi ne ye wo pɛ wo de kata hwene katawa no ya na adrum pempenso se akwada ketua bi afa paper mframa mfamu o na wode tie ya ye de bosika mu bi abom ewo ne hwena no wono so ni nose mask agbaye no eti Ghana ha say dia yesi hye nose mask no ne ya specify say ni patumi hye no ya kire mu ne ya turn monti so yesu tumi hye ena ne Food and Drugs Authority mpani mfoso a kire mu efa ne yesi ntoma no ye pamo a enye ba akopɛ wo say taso be mienu na chese no so ye material so de pam no ye was specific materials a ya hyeda ma mo kwase we na sesa ye de ye nose mask no eti no Ghana ye de no na man bi so de yesi odabi nose mask ni bi wo ho no mo amframa fa ho eti ya hyeda yi fufresi wo se we no obi anhye Germany manumu ye de no kura de ne yesi wo de wuni pakro he ne ton montin so itobi na hye no eno so akoye twema mentwe ne montin so akoye twema mentwe se nipa kata ne hwene hyade ne nafa kata wo hwene no ebi reasons aboma ebi excuses aboma eni so ade ne na me sha na me hwene mu hyehye me na me sha me ntumi nhome me gidi se edru bere no a ye de wato afidie so ye no chese home no wo humi firi wo bo ema wo humi firi wo mu ema home ne mfiri baabi ama eno so be ne den eti abusua enei enkwada ni suku ya wokọ ye nsam esi wachire no achechefo mpanimfo na nwumire ya ni wo si adwa reports ne de wunim se fra nopa ya ma wo bia ma wo hunie ma ekoso kwada ni kọ ye niema ekosi ye eti Facebook se ya de bia to wo na emom achechefo na achechefo ene mpanimfo a wode de suku ano ena nne ye ni wo betwetwe nkoma nwumire yi na ya hwe eniema kade na ebo se bonsa ka no dodo sen ne ba ye ekosi sen hyehye ye no ya ni wo betwetwe nkoma wo ho na afei empanimfo so a wo ifes mu course ya abode ba se nkebe ya enkampanimfo school no kura nka mu omie kanimani mu ya no se wo ho nsuo nso wadwade de a ene enko ntu school no mu ansa no wontwen na asem no enene ye kanyina ne se excuses who say ye di ka be hye dwumadie no ase a ye pese wo hu ne ye koso ni abobo ni bia ma wate wo bi dia wo kan se ena mi hu nipa yesi coronavirus no ebi ekunu na mi hu bi da abusia se no na pese wo hu ansa na bwagie didi a ene obeto wani na dada kamnam ebi so achi nye ya bwagie ne wonsam abo kan se ena politicians in the drew se bo ye campaign time ne de wonu anka se na COVID-19 kosoro enne no obeka se kosoro ne ewomu oni se boi no he wuni pa krosa wudi wani to amanyofo ye owo mayimu so sa wosi amanyofo ena abehwe wo so ansa ne wadidi wo behwe amanyofo so ansa ne wakoto aba wo behwe amanyofo so ansa na dwuma kura esese bo ye waye de a ene ya wo beda ene ya wo beda esesesei amanyofo na examples bi a wo onum asetia ma ye wo mayimu no sa yesi ebra ye koto aba ye behwe ye politicians ye parliamentarians ene ye de akoto aba ene nka wo Ghana ni ne du sa koto aba nka balo boss na esi wonu mo a wutumi do na butubutu wutumi do na butubutu sa wose politicians no bi mu te se parliamentarians bi na abehwe wo so a enka do na butu ye to aba ni wie so anu wasesa ballot papers na didwane ka no so wo be ye enti ni ebomu oni se enne kuku dam empanimfo ena nei wonu mafiri mu coronavirus no we na aba no emu adin ya se sowo a Tim Frede na cha said the wosne enti sa wode ne se ena omo na bitu ebi su yanka hunahuna obi a ba ye ma wahu se ade no ewo ho no mo ekoso abrochi na no nya na ye kaniso na wo mo ho no na wa ba hwawia awia katabanya echi ye wo Ghana awia pa ehye ye bo ha eso na amanfo owuo no enti sempanimfo se wahwehwe mu vaccines enya maaye eti say social distancing yenkata ye hwene yenkata ya no na sabu nipa kro wo se wonye amanyofo nye amanyomfo nimra so nti nimra so a wu a wonko ana woko na bushia yenwe cases no ene o my Ghana musane eniema city na afei ye ne mpanisi adwa na yenkwa mu confirmed cases ayenya no my Ghana mu 58,065 pepe ni ewomu no 58,065 nipa dodo a yade no efri bre yi ni ti wo Ghana wanya bie no 58,065 en wanya bie ena nipa a wo ho adwo wanya yade ni bi nanso wo kwa ya asabia ye hwe bo wo ho adwo enso 55,789 55,789 nipa mpem aduonum ahenson aduowotwe enkron ena yade no yade wo kwa ya asabia woni a yayiwa mwa bafie ni woni a wo ho adwo wode no nipa wonam yade no so afiri mu megidi sanne nipa be nan a wafiri mu akesefo be nan a wafiri mu ayate no wode no meka sa nkontabuo mu efise se wo hwa nipa wafiri mu no 352 nipa hasan aduonum mienu en wafiri mu COVID-19 yi eho active cases are ene yebo 1924 1924 na chasa ye keka kwa mpim mienu no ye keka kwa mpim mienu sa 1924 akasen ni ye do 2000 ye dura no and a new cases are yenya 351 new cases are yenya 351 Greater Accra region and that's leadie Greater Accra region and leadie 32,725 Nipam pima duasam yenu ahenson ene aduonum yenu ena bonya yade ni bi e won kran ha wudu asante mantem so a 11,366 me kan eye fribra yade ne ba ye nipa abonya bi ene ebi ho adwode asante mantem na toso mienu 11,366 Western region na toso miensa 3,222 na chese se hwe wude hwe two regions yo abusuya Wufa Greater Accra region na wufa Ashanti region woni e difference ene woni e toso mienu no a chese ene e wotoso miensa no wo fom pa ene kumase Asante mantem ene nkran ene wade aboso enti unipa krosa wotenkran ha ye nyina yete ya bie na so ubebie wo hwenim ubebie wano na kata wo hwene kata wano so nkata enkran ha nipa 32,725 ena fribra yade ne ba ye wate bia dobo Asante mantem 11,366 ena Western region dia ne 3,222 into the difference bom na se nkrani kumase de atiatese Eastern region toso 2,681 uda yebejibre ni abobo region by region senior 16 regions ni nyina ese babia ni wo say 16 regions ni nyina obia gene de kane nanke ye kan ni eja regions ni bi so ade ebi nuru ha se wo bia efiri wo meye chifin besi na nafo babia ni ho ayade no enyi ni ti ewo honomo eti abusua cases no koso ye kan ye mfa mo obi ehu ye de mawama wani ada honomo mawani na ho sa abowo be empempenso a ye duro no ese kane na nkane empanimfo no ka kire ye ne se woni a wo yade bi ti se diabetes wonum a wo pressure ehyehyehye wo ho yade akese ena bo watim ni wafiri mu se nipa ewuo ni bi wo honomo a yade bi ahye wo ho sa yade abobo so ne bi nhye wo ho enti we no emueden etu so yesa me de immune system a nenam ho ye de asedama alomo bitters abusuya natural herba alomo bitters niema mienu natural herba chese ye ka natural no a eye nubnanin habama o ene ya so ene de aya alomo bitters poho kakra wom sa bre sa wo no monsa na so be no monsanfo bia we immune system no so na de ba fom na wo te wa ho den no so enu nti alomo bitters ene ma kire o me se natural heba wonomu ahoden ena wunya ya hyeda ye mu hwehwemu panimfo so age atum eti enkonom safo bia na nwie na metro na mehani padwen no malomo bitters wonom so a responsibly ani oni mfie du nwotwe anko ho eye heba bitters right choice na no ano no big boss energy drink so de anu ye energy drink etoda na ye adwuma na sa hoden no wabre wohia big boss energy drink no na sa wonom a emma wo hoden ma de to adwuma no so na hoden no eden ma wo no nya ne obenom a wuntumi na no ani gusu krekreke da bi Big Boss energy drink abusia baby atone anu ne bi awura honom a enkasa me pe energy drink wo so pe Big Boss energy drink boss ba akope Big Boss energy drink no a na wo so Franco Trading Enterprise so de yenimu a ne yenimu ofise papa Franco mobile phone so de abadwa so eni na accessories original wonfa China wonfa fake niema bi amagana wokọ se me ye Ghana ni me di kọ mi kurom munye papa no enu nti okọ ye watumi akọse munye TV na monfa mi di ntoso Franco TV esu dem na eduma na wo bo Franco di nti ye papa Garcia en wode abadwa so Franco TV ni shape wom en ye esu dem otwa kanko bi sa sound no so agigim Toby say ye nkwada asua de kakra virtual so bebem TV so ye kira de wo ho na se Franco TV na aba na tim ya hwe bi kama headquarters no abusua woni Roxy Cinema na di anim hwe won kran ya Ghana de branches na bu ba bia say wuhia iPhone so original wodi bi aba ene wo Samsung di na Franco Trading Enterprise bi ni ho wo da bresim number ne beba me mampanimfo akwa aba ne akoyanim abusua wo ko Facebook ayedam o Adom 106.3 FM yes streaming live ewo honomo Adom 106.3 FM obetumi ahwe wo like no wa share no wa dwenche no de ato ho YouTube so yedamu saa na de videos no ene nkwada ne ko suku ne esi ye nyina no ye de bi beto am watumi ahwe midin akua boachiwa yi Adom mi producer say ye listo wo kwadwofo dwo abednago asante asiedu kwamkulenu ena Frank Milovan sada so ena James Sanjeko e de atum live e wo Facebook and YouTube ma me mampanimfo akwaba na ye nkaja ngum empanimfo awoda no Ghana nyina ene won kamamukuo National Executive Director ya chese Ghana National Council for Private Schools wodo wano ore no kwasi jetua e wo fie ha ene yewo ore Thomas Musa wono NAT secretary no na se ye kanati kuo na domwom papa enkwada so ehye wase de bebre empanimfo a ene enkwada dodo hye wonsa ene ye ne wo hia wo fie ase na ye ne watwetwe nkomo na atikuo nye kuketwa ye ka private school so a o my Ghana mu de o Ghana panimfo eda no ene ye ne wo Asia mamma panimfo yi akwaba na ye nhase empanimfo me mama akwaba
ye na
boko de mi sejetua
nyame adome bi wa
efisha paso
afin kometo ye afisi ne nyina ye tinkwam na COVID aya abakosem ye kan kire nchirima
ye di trufo
you know correct
eja Thomas mami ma official pa mami ho microphone no mami hwe aha
chefo nyina so official pa
chefo jo so
Bible afisi se no na ye nyina etim kwemu a ya man Ghana fa no ntuma pa fra onyankopon ma yesi obi ye
amen enema ye monitoring kakra mame sha se mfiri wo so na timpanimfo na ye nhwe eja Thomas ma ye monitoring kakra first day say na niam si ekoye
yo me da se inene there ye bi per letter na ba out no ene ye cleaning normally no say ye bi school kwan ya the very first week and I said na otwe di kan no mra mofra no edco cleaning schools ye di ade ben say classification no chere say class be na teacher we be chira de enfa na we be chira de any books we nioma bia nhihye bia say odi tukwan mu say na be ya de chere ni betimi ya start no odi tukwan mu no ntini in the day omko cleaning schools no na ye hu say face masks na nke say mofra no ehye di be school no omo famu do school na face masks ye kan grade bi mu nya bi no so schools ni bi ho no mu a na face mask no embedu ye bisa ye no almost say nyame ncha ni and say all things being equal no by the close of this week obi answer beka anti protocols and say COVID-19 protocols be schools ni bi anye bi but enye ni nyina na anye bi
efise video asese ye da Facebook ani YouTube no mo ankasa me na mo betumi ehu say uniform we minim say eno eye private school so say de ahi o jeko be ma hwe video no na mahu atiefo so a ehwe ye so hwe class ho no mo a Musa utimi say enkwada no maako be mienu miensa bi na wonum wo mu a wo hye mask ni bi omo aka nyina obi anhye bi wo de no to nchen so a enkonyo omote ho no so no sani omote dada no saa na omote no won bobọ ho na ache se baako kra de desk baako enkwada miensa ene obọ ho ete desk baako so nti no se wo hwe sani omusiti wo ya minim change aba si ebeka say because of COVID-19 and na ye call ye ne yehu wei se sei na enkwada etina ase de a minim ne ba ye we ne ye se ya ban suku ohun.
Okay. Say that go by way into ye can guidelines are 7 no. Don't say ye can policy making at 4 levels. Ye di kind enia o mampenyi e kan ye no. So be kan akwesi ada no kra no o mampenyi sense sudia say COVID-19 protocols on ade bia ne ni abri ne in fact ne ni abri hu ye papa say nyina ehwe say ye be de so. The Tosimi and some opinion, I essentially workers as in the Ministry of Education on the second level. Or normally two crata, so a difference the policy guidelines, so normally resources that they call Ghana Education Service or a third level. The Ghana Education Service, so normally the guidelines, any resources, no, they become common schools, so no. The whole and a friends enterprise level and as a school level, no, all number yes are implementation, no. And no, share ye no ade ba ko e ba ye ne se ye nyina agitu mu se ye wo emre e friend say new normal na emre e wo ma e friend new normal no untim ye nyina intimi ntina nkran enye law e ma ense ye nye mra e ma obi e wo sebi tafrache bebi ami free ba na se ekura bia se mu nyina mu fa sa kwan we so won say one situation in one particular area no enye the same thing e wo bebi a obi fu frɛ wo enti can say the district directors, the regional directors, and the mom setting, even though your framework and the mom setting amount of discretionary powers. And you say, Kobani said, school be shawase. No, say school no money, let's say about 60 years. Who are we a director? Why are we a director of Honum? And so we need head teachers, no, Edding Sawaso, no who crying a mobile faso, Eddie Use Mofranum, Ubetimia divide school, the director. And as a woman more a crown, ain't me ko yes, and she no say, yem break you, Muna more honor, Muna Monim says school, say. So that those divisions, you know, ensuring, say, there will be 30 people in a class, and I say 35 in a class, and no, one more enterprise level, no, that is their responsibility to ensure, say, those things are done. Ebia in there, first day. Into we can grant a bit media, let us give them the benefit of hindsight. So all things being equal by the close of this particular week, you know, classes as I say, the directors will ensure say those classes, you know, they are divided and make sure say a class maybe at least of 35. So to stand on today and pass a judgment, say that is how the children will sit, you know, I will say that let us hold on now. And immediately said by the close of this week, you know, I don't want to believe said the children will sit in trees. I don't want to believe that. Okay. The directors and the head teachers will do what is right. And because I believe immediately says enrollment is communicated to the directors and they say, look, school way, class way you were 60. Yeah, the say at least, you know, the minimum should be about 35 in a class. And so you the director together with the head teachers, no more district together with the communities and the PTA, you know, they will need to find the enterprise level solution. I say, move to me, Abua, ama those division and other things, you know.
Anti nature say yenye mra chinchini bia say enkwada ni nyina wo say omo kodan ba ko mu mama say mama se bia classroom bia nipa 35 ene nkom eti so omo buru so a e wo se mpanimfo no eda sa school na no etumi hweye nhyehyeye na so ombe che nkwada anu mu a ye beba abetwa so say because wo ka che omo se ya mamu tumi ya mamu kwan se mu nchemu a omo uchemu sen hi na omo de nkwada no bekoi be ya no disua na se nchemu na mo ka no eno na che se esisen ma yanko private schools no honomo na orejetua ya ma ya reporters echo runs na private schools no dey report free wo ba na ese modie ne ye ejamu se ka che ye se ye ntumi nyina enede ne so nka se ya na niema beko ba modie first day no ayese o private schools ne dey mokwa asa niema ye yenhwe mo nhyehyɛ ye a mo ye no eni nienti anemunya asa results yi se ye beko nose mask mo hye atitim kura mo hyehyɛ ebe na mo ye
ebi wa me enchi atiefo na me ma minua so akwa aba so wo hwa private schools no medical ya kan sa asem we mresanti a covid-19 ba ye se ye no fa niema e wo covid-19 mu no nia na eye hoho wo ye abra bom eye se wo hye sa nose mask no ne thermometer gun e de be den e de be kire wo so so wo hwe 2017 MS data ewo Ministry of Education na ye wo 33% eye enrollment omo ewo private schools and ye wo 49% of infrastructure so a private schools no e contribute and as omo cater for. Is already a difference na the hope face numbers no infrastructure no infrastructure no konanim sne numbers no mo de enum no mo mafam no sa pepepe na etie afi so wo hwe eniema ye di gu akwan so a e wo mu se PPs ahoro omampanyina na se aban no eche no omoma private schools no ebi fumigations ahoro private schools no ka ho na isan se yen ye wo procurement ability and as a mandate yen yetimi to ye niema e de supplement the aban de bema obi an ntino mpempi no ya na ye di ho nkan etu saa anamo no eno nti se wo hwa ye PPs ahoro a ebia enya nkodru schools no mu no ene say ye cross check ye no na aban de no enkonkodru but ya pe ebi esi agina ya ye timi hwani hu ne say sa before say mofra ne bebe school no na omo aye afa no awofo no na ema omo ma no mask ne niema first one na omo be use ana say the mu schools na mo provide the private schools no engagement aye ne awofo no ye ene de sansunsanso no aye den aba mizu kaya ye ni school rafo no nyina ehia at the council level no board share ana ye T committee say omon draw COVID-19 compliance guidelines enfama yen into omode man yen no de na di kan pa omon ne say say ye what we call stakeholder engagement. Na stakeholder engagement in your one faces yen council leaders ni Ministry of Education any other partners din komo say your regional coordinators and so every school proprietor bia so ehia din komo na omo kire omo kwampa also omo faso na fe trigger the call school rafo any awofo nhia mudie ebi wa say last be ehia ma me kan say you developing the 4 revolutionary changes of mindset at the Boama private schools no the fact na kane no na akwa ni say jetua na ati ni school enu nti ono na eye bibia no we have developed what we called corporate partnership and agreement say oye proprietor na wo school ma say ohun ni say no the corporate governance no say awofo enyemu chefa ewa adwuma awo ye den wo ye nimu enti saa engagement na koso ama awofo na te ase say abande na eba sa abande ne ma ya na ebre so aso say wo say mofra ne ko school a e dey na say wo ye den wo ye
timu no mo twan aban de na nso man fo mani anto aban so enti nne no mo provide Veronica Bakers
yes
mo nose mask sanitizers ni nyina mo ana mo ye ma de
enti feedback ayenya ye ne say now no capital to purchase these things were very difficult on our side. It is say ye ekuo baako na council no abanyaje atum ni ade adenti no e ma ye nyanyina so it me engage other service providers. Omo no take private schools no ase say sabre mu hia Veronica Bucket mu hia sa nose mask mu hia thermometer guns mu hia disinfectants ni ade no ye de be mamu moye adwuma na bia bosome so based on the terms and conditions no na omo de amai enti schools ni bebre no e be gigi sa niema no on a credit facility. So as I say enti we are far advanced prepared. Say mofra no beba school no ana eba say mofra no enti ase say wo busa mofra no the bottom line is education. So be mofra no ati COVID-19 no ne kofare by sene sitie sene edisi edini juma oba infrastructure na all schools no be wo ha especially the low fee paying schools no no more numbers no doso and for that matter what we are discussing and we have informed them then they say omo what we call shift let's say stream levels enti system near 35 say the mebra Musa Eken. It do 35 now. Then we create what we call another stream. In the class 1, ebenya stream A, stream B, stream C.
And no pani we are
there be simultaneously. It is teacher for no na obefa ne dodo. And no na me ya brace e say here state support to because COVID-19 so obi opese odi so ye bia no se sikasem anko ni ya untimi ni so ye ye beba
beto so afi sikasem no ehwo no mo abuchiama mema owura Kofi Asare miaminu ya be man executive director Africa Education Watch omo so de ene baby ankwada ne befa bia omo chifi a monitor won omo be schools mu a monitoring so eye adwuma eja Asare memo official pa na COVID ayira eno de empire ye nyina ye bono no ye dem aseso ne adwuma mo ye Africa Watch for amde mo ani de ache ye anye ni se ye be kose ni aba ne se ye bie school no enne matumi mo sendi mo nipa ma mo koye de report no mo de abre mo
yo michia tiefo nyina MSA in na ya for aban so aban bi school so na nkwara na tena fi ache na nka ye ni mo say osi hono nya free July any August school aye bi ye I am a junior high school ni senior school for course school control social na ye fo say bia Western and Central Africa Ghana ye ni bi school 3 times between time COVID lockdown every year there na ye fo say bia yeah we experience na nya na nka ni me bia nka ACC nanka take care by surprise nka yen taking for granted nanka at least it me we never can lesson from your lessons no unfortunately no me say yen prepared to say you be school
yen prepared to say you be school
the first two na pa yen ma yen nya right
enkra na omko twere exams no eno de na ye preparations ne ye ba we de mo from near mahu no yen ready na enena mpanimfo ka na mi tie former information minister eni o hwechire na o ka bibi se nkwada na omudi ka ma omokoye no first day ni first week na niema bi se ya na sisi ye enso edu echi na chese niema deda na kwamu eti na ye first day nti abotremra mo monitor amaye no first time na nko ni say won
COVID no oni moratorium COVID normal allowance we need for that show to turn over. Intimacy mindset na me to say papa de kasa de so na ya adwen. As a COVID normal allowance. David. Eni see your president say my lose your guard. This comment no make you no lose your guard. We should encourage that. COVID knows no mediocrity. I was say we are excellent in your approach because COVID no Would you list of it? The BS school first, no. Of course, in your issues, but some are pilot. Now, your pilot, not to say why a pilot once, twice, not third one, we yet or replicate the pilots. No, I dare you to me in ye, and say I need me in ye. Yet now you should lessons in the 5 year, you shouldn't be struggling. A decay, someone said a wonderful Macrosome schools, okay, Gally. Good. Only term Macrosome schools because if it's Friday, by then. Omunya 294 cases.
Omu be a school no Friday.
Omu be a school last week.
Last week.
Yeah.
And within how many days?
3 days we know.
Within 3 days, no. Omu record
294 cases in the whole of Kigali and yes, schools. Kromo, the whole capital. Average of 100 cases a day. Into we are consistently 194 in 3 days. No. And then Omu schools down. Second wave, no. So what I say, we are doing 300 cases a day now. Into say your man.
By head, you say not in schools. Kigali, the
schools.
The whole town.
City, yeah. Into say your government, tries to be still like open school with even double daily rates compared to Kigali now. We shouldn't be. And you say a man maybe a so fundamental basic things near there. It take you by surprise. And then you call over 120 schools. Schools are Miami Koye. Or you be president.
And crying here.
Junior high school, primary 6 near there. Nipper classroom way between 70 and 80.
One classroom.
Quite motor basic. Nipper classroom between 70 and 80. Min con class of cram be room higher. What I say? There I say. Won't say resolution.
Well, Bresso, Mr. Musa Swaka say, or Mamma, you quote and say 35. And I'm
they tell us a mistake, there's a mistake, but there's something wrong here. One now, and then I'm for some genius for him. Some say physical distancing is it a substitute for wearing the nose mask now? One country because we need to get it clear. I will for the make a man on the year. So physical distancing a substitute to wearing the nose mask, and I said nose mask no share a substitute for physical distancing. No my NTS here because guidelines are genius for the bar last year July. Page 3 under splitting of classes. How much row say maximum class size 30. Okay, 30, 25 and 30, maximum 30. Any other could be a fine, be a NC. If my new guidelines about may not mean 13 new guidelines, you're going to send the area so the updated guidelines by. We'll share the old one or any new one on the bath last Friday. Difference no woman. May one year. And that's splitting no. Or more you take if you want to. You know, almost say if that school feels that the number is unbearably high. Unbearably high. What is this?
Nessa, yen share that my specific number say. Mebo, Jamusa, Nanya 35 Nana wo can say, or moody 2 me nama and penny for never from the schools and I know say, or more can say to me chimno, ye man number. What you brought for, just I can dear. Yes, it's a bro swa, more and a number, no bromo swa, and a munchim.
One say na midi can carry. On say Imbrana ye discuss this with Ebana say you see all the rules na ka say ye say it might create a problem. Then take Obana say the districts directors together with the regional directors and the head teachers they should look at how they will break down the classes and confirm who's to subscribe Emma. Ebini say for example KG4 ni say the one you huge numbers. If we work on maybe 120 and all those things, the question is, how do we go about it? And there was some recommendations say at the local levels, say if there is a church there to help, and then there is a mosque there to help. So they look at all the variables, and you bet me if they can isolate them to get it done. So when all these variables are about on board, it will be difficult to sit down in a particular area to say, the children should we should do this or we should do A and I say B. Near me be ma kofi asare e kan. Mini ya bi. But that like senodi can say you come by 30 now. And what we mean is we will need more teachers in our country. We need more teachers. We need to bring more teachers on board. Even the current situation you cry demand say because you catch almost say if we cannot get professional teachers, there's somebody national service for no eba no mbeboa omfa nafco for no emra on board no mbeboa. That is the situation that we are.
Na say near current situation no cry you need teachers say njichemu beba teachers ni.
Exactly, because the challenge is say a class of let's say about 70. Okay, let's say that's from class 1, let's say from P1 to P6. Different from KG4. Let's say KG4 only 100. It means you will need no less than 4 teachers at a go. Aside one at teaching attendance in the kika no cry and my the over primary honor and the class let's say about 15 puna. Who mean keep it that same class or no together? And now Obisa say me say is the whether the way no face mask is a substitute to physical distance, and also it was clear say that physical distance is a physical distance, and also a circle with the face mask. We need
near walking say my video I had to we make catch there say nkwadami and sat desk back.
And I made the kind of say we and they see the way by they were spoken to. These things were communicated to the GES management, and assurance on mine is by the close of this week, these things will be done. And you are by the close of. But you see, we need to also indicate here. Say, Mr. T and me can say the president. The year or catch the Daily Graphica front page in El says who grab necessary police for to ensure say ND COVID, ND the protocols So how can we get that say 500 children in a place almost face max? Then certainly we are inviting disaster upon all of us because say mo free ekofaya debi edi kofia akokra ofie abro ofie. Then it means that ambassador kran and asabofra no mi ba ye na we adbettable immunity. Yes, abofra obeka kochana nanum e won sie nyame mpengu. So whatever that we can do at this particular time, anything I can say, the media and everybody must be involved in this thing and getting it done.
Yeah, that was it. Ma owura Kofi Asaremfa na no sina memra so message to ya. E just say to asomayen.
Enti no ye hu no say nenti a genius for a year cap on the number of people in it because it's about 20,000 plus primary and junior high schools no. Yenim say genius class size no 80 square meters. Genius omo plan on the omo dan. Okay, in 10 years be a school be there in the class so am dey and then okasa na private schools but public schools need there. Average class size of the room 80 square meters. It is always 1 meter distance and now can service for them.
Pastor man so kakra
now man penin dey abase in this one now. You 30 in a class na benya. Okay. But what class schools they going now the smallest class in was 60. 60.
Just say class and any person wo mu ne kora na
school be my central schools ni bi 60. But for sec primary ne achimota basic ne one temane achim 70 80 enti no me na only omo kasa enti papa we ka no Thomas kasa na mo say no. That's what we suspected because you know omo din kita one suspect say they want to prevent a shift because they don't have teachers. Because omo understanding they say shift bar or making more teachers. Okay? And only it beat my mind a bit. Because say you because shift na ya teacher for no age man pon 430 no and the young crowd them. That's the option now. That's what I say because say you can say yeah no 35 and 30 a better shift. If I understand now, genius and 5 SHS will be a interesting teacher for now when they best stretch you. Me feel say between the two, between putting more than 35 children, let's stretch it, 35 children in the class. Between putting 70 people in the class and splitting the school into 2, having a shift, okay, and rather giving the teachers some incentives for them to work, handle both classes, no, which is better for Ghana. Because if we cannot, and continue, sir, schools in themselves splitting into shifts. In fact, or you be primary crampo there, school no already I'm running shift. tini you we be presbyterian school no omo run shift
and any person in our classroom
junior high school one no omo ye 150 but omo ntumi nya bibia omo ntumi nya classroom bia nkomo because school na ho na junior high school na no abre enti they are not able to the omo need space omo the promotive classes for na junior high school one okay omo case no unique to the extent say get fund am will be am contract to be am we see ultramodern menka ultramodern dan for junior high schools about 8 rooms in the room komunya and come shift to come mend no obi aye okay we can do about even 40 or 50 a class so that dynamic no you see almost 3 years be
yes here we
don't fuck you anymore
hey
3 years ni
and cry ha oyibi
primary junior school na so making
and na ye si dan na wie si ho and asafo ano egu contractor botom no wode nam
on fa nam otinifie
wudi yima kule na onfa magiko na onfa ento hono mo maye is a dan ya wudi kirem ya busia enya dan keto o edan ye sie wie ya penti ya ye bibia wie
last year me ko na ya loke o si ntwa ne castle political tank na o enti no mu
je ko jina bo number no man na won send man na chiefo nyina
enti no
send my
enti no they are forced to already na shift omo run shift to enti no we want to take class me because omo ya na pa na e dada enti schools bi wo ho no mo a e wo say ye face fact na say in Accra no me who school a e betimi aka say omo met my social distancing in 35 or class.
No, say social distancing there can kwa schools no mo ntimi nya bi.
And possible because the large class size is organ animal. E wo krokesi. In class na we be smaller class, but had the average class size wa kra na e about 60. E be 70, e be 80. And until no yet the ya, also chemu you know. Into me chemu mu chemu. And until I make us say there was a reason that genius for omu yi sa 30 ni free. There was a reason my own guideline. Many times I say again say almost my discretion and my local authorities no more them decide. But guidelines are meant as to be used as standards. So guideline now that's the standard. Ain't no better bonita. Ain't guideline the I was so to be my range and also to be my targets or guideline. Ain't find a guideline I'm supposed to guide you. So my discretion no guideline it is no my guideline. It is our discretion with my local authorities. So money school no need district mainly.
Yeah, no ametwi na abamu kakra.
Class size am use no. So our discretion a dangerous discretion.
Na she say ye etumi a ye de ama say mo amowo fom no na mo hwe ne mo ya am ho bedwum no.
Discretion.
Eno amwa.
Because we are health and safety once about you can.
Nti one was say ye one.
Into the Obama discretion and yet a dear life and death. Into a genius for guideline on we use first one on class maximum 13 class on Fambra. Say Bass is pretty school be able to 2 against split Obiaco school 4 hours a day, Uncle 4 hours a day, no be Uncle B. Oko other countries, I then of course other countries. Switzerland, Netherlands, or maybe school and I don't know me. Or see me school Monday to Tuesday. No, Bentanco school Wednesday and Thursday. All right, Obi on a shift. Obi on a shift to Yazima. Until month in Casa, say they no regular. Until no young cat, number one. Unless, of course, say be a genius for our scientific data be a trace. Wearing of nose masks no a substitute for physical distancing. Na yes are there guidelines no.
Mo yeah that say abusuan owura Kofi Asaye na yate ne no wono ne danse ani so ni bi ene wo kwachini ye na niema wo hu ye bi Africa Education Watch penning for call ye ni okohu ye no medical dia to anim se nem penning for miensa ene ye ni wo fie ha ye wo nat secretary e wo fie ha ene ye private schools so wonum council penny ye executive director so e wo fie owura ejetua na so di bibi to so we na menko ajamusa so na ye nhwe ne ifes for so cancer ye de no ye adwuma ene beboa ye ne a ejetua to so ma
maybe why I say asem na bompusa kakra
ye hi na abo pusai
say ye twema Friday abansane aye guidelines and I say ye hunu de be ye no eno na me nti ase no isan say your data of every school be our order. Before say baby COVID, baby school na forms abama school be filling the data. Your data no call the Ministry of Education. Na call Ghana Education Service order. Inti say afe na ye train ama ye hu ni say ebi anyambo fiada anasese na ebebie na ye hu no de ebesi aye de afa ho a me ho no mentiase. Isan say ye wo school bia ni capacity. Enti se ni ana minua kofi eken say a shift system na say eba say ye manoba because there's no discussion and answer challenge bia ni ho de a say see a many wo ka say government with infrastructure a bit me contain the numbers no so what I say numbers ni are very tense. Enti sa information no e wo hodada me anope na me bisa me nya guideline no every day ya me kan say na sa guideline ya ba die well ya hwe ni ebesi e enti say ye twen say
na mo nka ho wa bra empanimfo fa adwen if
no sa guideline no mo ye ba no they didn't consult anybody.
Oh utie na secretary ne wo kan ya na che say
no
consultation kakra koso
no consultation be koso
a man che ho hwe munim ho hwe
me no nsi kakra consultation be koso a consultation koso for sa form 3 for no any form 2 for na ye be a school
first one
sa guideline ne ba na 35 but they no they na 35 ne say na ye wo open space wo ho enti sa wo chiche mo friend mu kra na bi betima descend ya ba betena primary classrooms no to observe the distances wo ho but this time the nyina na ye ko enti consultation be anywhere course so a trace sa guideline we about about 12 pointers we say no e bia yen private schools no we consulted on that. What they mention as and me sa guideline by I even said say where is the number because ne kebet my any say number be a school no kutan and that data is there unless e bia ye twen say okay my friend no be bra kwotena fie enti mean trust say ebia sa data obetima use but you can even use the average. What they mention as obetima use average and when say use +1 -1 cry na this is the number obetima aye enya enti the point in say sa de we dey aba nso ani ne hu ne say we dey to nso no be senke cry no the bottom line is say yentwen san na yenhwe hu ne say mofra no da achen ye de enhu hia
yentwen de hinsan
yentwen class you can say class size no ye from the
yentwen specific number no
it is nothing wrong because yentwen ga say mofra no so ntena fie bebre there's nothing wrong say bit match assign say based on your numbers so our classroom na ye 10 now who student 200 ne woman very simple you say obi abeko 2020 be den ebeko ebiarem say ebro so a ye shift system nintumi nye den enye tiawa abai no Ministry of Education say ye can say teacher for ni ho we have to employ teachers near the ade no ejuma efo bebre wi school mo ofie na say one he say na bi mo bebre busa say ye ntua ye post to money ade so this will also be the opportunity for them.
Na bi ofie
ebi wo
ye ka say ye pe more teachers e be nya bi ni nyina na kwa isikasem
omo chat de no ye ma mo incentives na mo ye duma wie your options bebre e wo ho no and teacher issue media and your problem
ma me nko na achefo so ma me nko na achefo so
let me speak to the issues. Number one, medical can say the classes should not exceed 35.
Mr. Mpacho, ben microphone kakra.
Mpacho medical can say, please. I hope my panel members will listen and listen well.
As here for
medical can say the classes will not exceed 35. That is what we were told. That must be on record for the sake of the records.
Okay, but it is not in the guideline.
Yes, but we were told that.
Okay.
I want to place that on record.
When we say no na private schools you can say omo nte omo nim.
Okay. I am giving discussion to what has been communicated in America. So number one, the classes will be 35. That is number one. And I repeat that the classes will be 35. That will be number one. Number two, the issue of the discretion in nearby and say, once schools no call, there are some schools to be our becono, they are already 30. There are schools to be our becono, they are already 30, and I said they are 35. And it's a schools and a school be let's say about 60 years. It is the director there that will ensure say the classes are divided. But what did they make an here? That one will not, it is not the director general. The director general cannot know, say, in a particular district where unless a school way, 60, 70, it will then, the responsibility of the, also called EBC, there is a director there. And the director should know, say, this particular school, no, 70 was our class, no. Also, the director there will have to ensure that this particular class, no, is divided. If there is not challenge, it is the duty of that director, no, to report, say, look, that challenge way, and it was school way, and I say, now, the critical issue.
Director now or director now work Pom Katimaso district assembly. Any headmistress and I say a head of all
Mpasho ma number microphone.
But 35 now come.
Kofi ma oria maybe no communication no meba Kofi
no. Sa information ya okay 35 you know.
How would they know?
Meeting exactly.
Kofi meba because into me myself meba Mr. Thomas Mr. Musa meba minim sa mo call ye na mo kote sa information no mo ehye mo ho na mo de ti ho sa mo ne directors na meeting amaka akire wo ehwo na wo so ma ye hu
no the director general and that's a GS management almost here regional directors on any omudi inkomo about the reopening process omudi inkomo. And I remember said they had other meetings with other stakeholders. As to what they told them is a different thing altogether. It's a different thing altogether.
And think Kenya nunti na nka yes guidelines e ba ye nu ewom obi anya copy. Enti no say I ontumi nka se mante ehyiamu manko bi ya twro ene wom wo ti ode ye adwuma ba se wo ka se ye kohia ye kan ye. Se ye ntwro no hwimu ne ya twro ne de ya ye no open.
See, let us be careful here. It is not everything that is normally written that but you can take people on for it.
But one no look,
the GES standard class, if you read the Professor Norman Mensah's report, you Gina Sudi Churo Ghana Education Service Act, the Education Service Act of 2008. 2008 now. The classroom size. So we have a lot of standards there. If you read that particular book, that book, the basis of all the education you might have to now. The class size there is 35.
Hey. Can I explain this thing?
UNESCO 4 guidelines of the buy a COVID space in
good. See, explaining we no want say. 35 no. It is because of the situation now. You almost see no. One say if you go to a particular school and the number is huge, bring it to 35. That is that information way and a demand. And America said the other challenge a bar up. The KG ni bi obekọ no a 120 100. What should we do? And we are saying said nearby and say so muko school. And you know if you look at a particular area, now let's say that particular area no beaches are sorry and all those things, if it can be fine. So these are things that the local levels will also take into consideration as they divide the classes. But regarding the shift system, if the school, certainly because we don't have the kind of infrastructure that we are going to run. You say you divide here. We ain't got no, we ain't got no. I can tell you on authority say there are some districts here. On my decided said they are going to run shift, and we ask them how are the teachers going to be compensated. All these things have come up.
And you know, districts are here crowd to say on run shift no. Meeting a mokoye and penny fire crowd to say compensation. no sabe can as I say.
No, you see, certainly, because if you want to engage a teacher from morning, let's say about 8 a.m. to about 4:30 or 5 o'clock, certainly someone is some incentive.
And no man can should do and say
it came up so that the teachers
it's no permission abasa or mutimi run shift system no or more running.
No, you see what is going to happen. The school that will run, then between that they will have to compile and submit same
to the
exactly because the new school soon never run shift.
Ya betwa so abusuan Owura Thomas Musa na ye training no nat secretary na James Tanje ko fa video no eto ho fa picture no ho abusuan asama ye kan ya ne Africa Watch for call yo muhu ye se nipa ni bi nya ba bi ntena esu oyibi omu ko sukuu mu ho no mo wo de ko Facebook ani YouTube adan na esi wonom no dan hwese ne esi apenti yesi dan na wi yesi awie ya penti ya de bibia wo honomo agyanan bibia wetumi aka se we ye dan a wo sani patenem na adesuafo no ho dwo no yesi awie eso yesi contractor se ye ntua ne kanwie ye eti dan no ye de nimienu ato ho wo hwe dan no dada na nkwada ne tim na enne wo ho no ena mono na yesi bibia wom yanka wose nne a yenya baabi man nkwada ne tena no ke wose wo mkom na niso na esi ho no ya tutu dan no mu safua egu contractor bottom no oditi ne fie ni omko hu ye no so you can imagine ne ye namu no dan we si ho no mo enkwada ni nya baabi ntira o maba ape so covid nti contractor safua egu no bottom ye de ne ka enti ye mfa ma no a onu so nya de se obebie eja kofi I first for asem omode eba enne wonu mu press release ode ba ya ne se yenye ready yen close down schools no yenko ni yenko boaboa ye hunwie se teachers na wosi yenya dodo no a yenhu se yenya won yenhwe se ye bibia kade bia ye hia na ye ready ansa na ye bie school no muni wo be ya adwen se yenye ready yenko ni asan ba biem
school ni de American you be a first one here monitor from 200 schools. You're the two in the area who it man is in the first one a pilot. But and I make say district enough die like district Nakasa people is in the way. Lenka school so district Nakasa in the way. Now people
say free national call.
No start that
in free region.
In free region.
And do this is why you can't no smart spare. COVID no. The best insurance against COVID they say usianima 2 1. So one found sanka with him and 2 time the other rules. Yeah, research you who say obako one floor no school no knock bucket no ibu one and 2 per in this one floor. Ibu na 6 classrooms. Maximum 2. Na so pe say nkwara no we encourage you so mo room frequently no mo ya na culture. E was say we dey very bucket na 6 classroom bia enim at the entrance. So come most of the private schools now class bia no ne bucket is because we we encourage washing of hands. I didn't know how to pace the whole long corridor. Until me say they are about 40 there one class and I said 240 no you know we used to buckets pay. Any possible if you really want to encourage a culture. And no ntino say you can't people say delay am for man for enchoma drink na no smart soap. Say na liquid soap no any Veronica bucket na was say in the right quantities na man ko and arom so frequently no my na culture no. Eniwa then on be. So that for me no a big issue cry when there obia will be ori fieba. Difficult to move be only way be. A news so be ni way be. Me am ko na nkwa na fine but that e won about just say. But Veronica bucket no. The school I mess with both schools in because most of them they do na most of them say private. They call private school Ablekuma. The whole private schools, three of them. One Veronica bucket pet in a compound for the whole school. One pet. Your schools who are shaman. The whole floor no one Veronica bucket pet. Entrance to the school no back in being home. Private. The point of entry also be our own as well.
Private and I say public.
A chairman there no. A public.
And Ablekuma
private. Oh. And to one say, I dare here have a culture no. Aman Krana adapting the washing of hands frequently. Everyone will be alcohol. So bucket in your classroom anymore. And that's the whole school 2 and 3 times. You will not be able to be imbibe into their lifestyle. And when you can't say people say delay, you can't because a minute delay in supplying liquid soap. And of course, I call you back a CC wash minimum. Maybe a minute delay in supplying liquid soap, no, catastrophic. And yes, we are talking about basic, no, because COVID, no, a basic breaches, no, and the money pay COVID, no.
It's young boy, you honey a samba.
We are not saying ready because you're not here for 10 months. You're not here for 10 months. And you know, you hear how many years to be able to prepare ahead of European school. I mean, let's be honest. You're not here for 10 months. And in fear here, say, the bear sure say, yeah, memorandum come out genius. Any European committee, no. Education was an action need after a research. You know, come on, say. Or more, I am on contract, sell on supply. You catch on me, sir. One, or more, I am on contract, sell on top PPs, no. Yenjai. Because Satana senior minister the office and the top PPs. And he said, no. Centralized procurement, you know, one of the cause of the delays. Because chain no from senior minister office to a Ghana Health Service to regional education council. Now, chain, Mr. Mekasi, you call schools be more bongo side on them. Now you say helicopter be fair crab. I mean, you could try helicopter ever burger. On a delay, sir, because of the centralization. Take out look. District, go to mu canton crampa. Say district capital be in Ghana ha. Unya liquid soap and sanitizer. Look at the whole district education office. You talk at me say. Education officer or manage about 1,000 teachers in our district, you know. And I say we have 500 teachers in our district, you know. Only capacity so to procure PPEs for the district. Yeah, because I devolve institutions way so they can be efficient. In terms of the district education office now, handle a minimum of 100 schools, no. Only capacity say or make me more PPEs. I don't think I was centralized.
Tinka was say the coffum some more monkoto. If so, would ye private schools, idea, ye misajetueka ya, or so a mono, or moo to me so much near my own monument, your my own BB.
Education director, and team, or more training, or more training idea. So, money capacity, so much of any cabinet, any local super, then what the corners can they do? They are managing more than 600 teachers in every district. And then, let's get serious and then. You detach your personal interest there in a procurement benefits, no, and let's do the right thing. You decentralize procurement of PPEs, yeah. And can start discussion way, and can have it. When I've been talking about something else. Now, second, catch on secondly, on why you mom contracts or supply PPEs, no. They should supply the PPEs to the schools because conference of heads of basic schools for no catch say during the first year, say. Niente, I didn't delay and say. I don't know, capitation grant in my. Skin no I fat car. I call if you friend say I daddy coffee. I call coffee in a manner to praso in theatre. And I didn't say yeah, captain got in our schools nebre. We know how it is. And untino Yankayama suppliers no. Yang fa the man enko schools so say they are to aba. Your mama for contract some supply ballot boxes now. They fa nko polling why no. Mo fa go school no mo. You better aba dey the call no. Yankujan to education of Yankujan to but school people there now called dumping or education office. Say moon free class you MFA. Yeah, Scabian was
and they Western North for the no. Yes, or Momefa, no, almost on coffee.
Says Kenny because captain Scabian. Academic year from Fias, Scapian, captain grant no for academic year.
Nessa Cassie can if you are chrome with the Bacofa no Munyabi.
Abantama bedroom. Captain grant because everybody on Mama Coin. And you know, say, ye per se, ye forestall, ye per se, ye try delay no more. Ye manko for no funding money could score direct. Ya casa. So abaya a genius. I'm not finding you. And until I discuss issues where courses now make a chair on procurement is centralized. Dr. Kobo can say they are going to do something about it because we say no, the cause of one of the main cause of the delays. Also, be anywhere, you know, we are doing. Niamana, you repeat your last, you know, you getting it wrong, no, you getting it right. It was physical distancing and right. It was great, but you getting it wrong then. Delaying for 5 years. You are still repeating the same mistakes. You can't do the same thing over and over again and expect different results.
Yeah, that's it. Abusia owura Kofi Asare ene atene ne no. Yemfuma dwenche ba komienu na yenko ye ni bani ni sujumadi suni Adom 106.3 FM. So Kelvin dan so say hwe ebibire mpa de ye wo hawo ye wo ha ade kakra bi e wose ye tenase ne ye dwen fa ho no wo behwe ne adidi agoro na ekum yen nyame hu ye mobo Cynthia Mia wonde nsembo no wode be na Richardson so say mechia manwume nyankopon enhia mo Mickey Guinea so o say bi wa mechia manwumre papa enchi na mehwe mu efri Western North na mewo Prosper Duku so wo hwe ye free Ashama Newtown na Helena Pamford o say bi wa ebede pa ni akasesa abre ya yese covid aba na disuafo miensa te desk ba akoso enei na chese yensua hwe yenya ya adwen so se yensua hwe o se yatumi aka nkwada miensa bo ho so on ta desk ba ko ho dia nyankopon onhu ye mobo ga Jesus so de ye ode aba wo se frankly speaking pa o se ya sofo ne professors ne mpanimfo bi wo mayimu traditional leaders ne woni aka wanwene pa mwa mo man na ntumi ankoso a enye anhwe ya ne besinye piaga so de ye ode aba o se bi wa nyankopon enhwamo okwan mofa so eyem adwuma na covid-19 no we no se wuni pakro yesa wode wani tu obi so a wo bewu eti mesre Ghana fo nyina nhwe se protocols no wo bedi so achema safo en wodi we free ena we so de ye ode aba gbadago divine o se bi wa mechiamu abeka la paz na mehwe mu free Cecilia Odro so de ndi aba na Francis Kwame edu ba fo so ede o se bi wa me yire kira de wo zenu KDA primary 3 hono wo kira de wunim etoda me kokosra me yire medu ho no class a wo kira de wo ho no nipa wo one class 75 nipa 75 and wo one classroom a wo kira o made eti se ne mo kana GS fo mra se na 35 na 30 no ensi wo ba bia me yire me kosra ne da bia enkwada 75 and wo kire wade classroom ba ko and wo tim eti gise nyankopon hu ye mobo Tony Brinkran so de ye ode aba se bi wan ma me nche manwumre Hillside New Jersey and na me de madwenche no efri na me pese me bisa wo man ne mpanimfo se die ben penti na sa niema ya ehia bo schools mu ebi te se sa PPs no o man fa nkwa ansa na omu ye bie school no no omu ka se monko ye de beba mampani na nso ye kura anyenne abeto sa abre niema no nkoye di nti na o man fa niema na nkwansa asem na so wabisa na asem pa na wabisa no asem na wabisa no efze mampani wodi kan kura be kasa ye ma date se 15th ena adisuafo no beko no eno be na watwe se na watwe mienu nie nti good question Kelvin dan so de ye ode about se bi why ma me nchia mo anwumre papa na UK ena mehwe mu free na say osbi so ede o se ebi why tema community 11 ena mewo covid-19 mum ye nyina ye ni na ho walanya kwati aso se Ghana fo nye wadwen se wo bedi mra no so a yenyere Ghana fo kete no obi anyusu nose mask no social distance wonye se eno so maso de a ene lockdown yenwi posu lockdown no obi anhye ne dem fise yentumi hwe so mani pangu bisma badu so de ye ode aba o se bi wa mesre awofo no na mesre wo se wo mu wani nku wo ma ne ho papa na Ghana fo so ewo ameno ne wo mu ewo abroad no wo so osre unipa kro bi a wo firi so ne akura bi a wo firi so no paniema kakra na fa koche wo wuti aburuchire a yesa adwuma no na Isaac Twumasi so wo hwe ye free Tel Aviv na chese Israel no se bi why coronavirus nti emema se yenye mema bi obra me ba bi a meti wo Israel no wunim se me nkwa adwuma esu mitua danka etua nsuo ka bibia mitua ka so you can imagine kwanya mefa so a survival Steven Nana so de ayo de aba se bi why nyankopon hia mo papa na Italy na mehwe mo ede efre emberimfo mesagetua
ebi why
ye close down schools na ye hwe ye san na eniema e wo se ye de koye mfa nko ye wia ye mientum eno no mwa yen
ebi why ade ba kwa se ti ase ne se afanom you know provide education ba ko bon ho modern se obeye nia obetumi aye na etumi aboa aso aban na sene me remfi se sa amofra no mo private schools no mo so mo ye Ghana for enkra And you know, this is the time we learn best practices from each other. So as I say, we share best practices. What can we learn from the private school space? A bit more about the public schools. Na masadi a yekin akoso. Yen close school ni down no. Ushema. Entiasemo no ensi peye yi. Isan say issue na oho ye infrastructure deficits. Madika aka say bi wa say COVID-19 ba yi. Ana ni nipa ba akope ni kosu o my Ghana mu a kin close school down. Sa akra ba akope ana no ye student o ko school o Ghana. Kabanga say close school down because schools are akanyina no we edanabem. What you say? Me close school down na ye ni say wo hwe yare no spread. Any the na accommodation infrastructures are ye wona. Na ho akwa hia say say your close school ni down. Na ye pe pragmatic ways ye betimi dey solve. Ye issues ni nyina ye enrollment aspect. And in fact, I group any sit down. It is a close school ni down, see a crown. Now, can I say, ABI per se, put in measures near the idea. It will take some time. What the mention us because in that company between the sit down. What can we do to support? Because one of the guidelines are ordered by the international best practices. ISA is here from other countries, is here from other partners. We are saying, say, private schools no bomb homework over 70%. I think we share the rate na banone the kind of private schools no managing na. Omokran omunya government omunya support to be out from maybe a state institutions be out. They are trying their best. Into maybe a support no one use or buying or mine si kani at the we can learn from other sectors. Na timia boa. Na onim yeah how I work Hana say and have been saying this. We have been assuming, say, we have been, appointed, we have been delegated to do this and that and that. And to be bia or form bia and an adrian and say, Obolobo said, you am fine, yeah, Juma. And only how, because already a coffee a can ye, non suggestions a call ye, Anna, get me Febidi, yeah, Juma. And at this point in time, no, can never be a jine. Because, some people is here, yeah, can. And only a cofa or how in Abba. A private individuals for being a producer. That is me, ya, dear, no, near the corner, Papa, yet, dear, say, the Quaham Quan Sana, as sonnet in Sua, a tin, a quack could do, baby. It will be, and so neat, will be a 20 pipe, no man, then do for mono, the whole children. What is your mature Nazi? Young Lions, the road networks. Omaya ye woman your network some a cancer between the maybe or full panto and sandwich in zona connect district to honor. In COVID-19 also Obo he doesn't want to also risk himself to do all these things. And a woman here say you best practices from partners, other countries, what they are doing to maintain their numbers because then Nankwana ye hon say Ghana high classrooms no susa and answer so some ages I can't say some way da.
And you think say bet to me yes alongside same kwalani ko school
yes so simple mami chon just even common issue
is na kofi can say
you see yeah yare no ntwen will be you see. One of the simplest issues that we can even say, Madika can say, Yena can say, curriculum na ye see ye de chira ade schools mono. Say ye tiasia ya. We will know say ye hear 50% of classroom work and 50% outside classroom work. Ne no na chire no. Ye influence baby numbers no. Baby numbers no ye crack sim. Ye wo internet. Ye wo telco to aban betimi a partner. One. Now, sir, online, also say, yeah, could feel online, no. But Sabra COVID by, you know, do dear a Kajinamu, yes, online, virtual learning. And the Sabra, Yariano, Ewoho, none numbers the work room door son. You look for other facilities a bit in your boa, it be a virtual platforms. I say, encourage. Or no, wo kromu no wa access to that no. Omo betimi aye. Uko nkrange to ma ye kan say uko fanchine beto me talk ne ya nche mukuku mu danta no mo na. Kronke to ano de numbers ne wo form dada. Say the na jamu say can say I want to be na number be why 30 dada. 30 then they continue doing their own thing. We can reduce the numbers drastically. What I say? Say other say combining the face-to-face and the virtual learning all together, we will not be able to meet our demands. Intermediate, the Metma can say, we have to do what we call learn the best practices. Private schools are there to even share their issues because baby drone, you intimidate a man kwa maybe other partners. Almost say there are certain areas, say the Nakovi can say some of the private schools or one Veronica back at Penny see one near the Adina. It tells you, say, financially how they have been badly hit. So to the major because and then many news be say will be say or two or more to school ma they shouldn't they are not supposed to consult people more to school fees ma they shouldn't consult parents which is so wrong.
Private schools need be
no. You see we should understand say at this point the nipa na okasa in low cost in saying nipa in so be na they can or education I say at this point in time because we condemn that because we are talking about consultation. You can't just go up and run up say ya two school fees him abra wuntimi and consult to parents I know mo yeden juma no. The act says there every school supposed to be incorporated. What they mention us. Enti yemma awofo ntiase ss ansem na enenam from memonia de no obi anka na komanto no yem awofo any schools no enhia proprietors ne be from many schools empanimfo no enhia awofo no enhia no monto ato adwene emfa moa ekwampa e betimi ayeden afa so at this point in time.
Yo mame nko eja Musa so na mat de yo de abose bi wa me teacher ni na ade ba akwa mehu ewo school ya bie mu ne se district GS directors no wo munye serious wine wo muni head teachers no wo omunye chese me ko school mu a me hwe ni omoye omho na na hu se wo munye serious eti se ejamusa se afutuo bi ewo ho no ejamusa mdidi se wutie na adwuman de ye ode aba no wo se GS directors no ewo districts no sani ewo kan na omo na yedi tumi ahwe o se wo munye serious wine Omune headmasters na ewo schools mu no onu e teacher ni na ahwe sani omusi yi omadwuma munye serious one eti nipa minua yi kan omasem sei na wa anhye mra ma mu sei sei ni aye ne chenchene sei yenkona ase ye gya ahye wonsa ye ne ewo pa ma memra wo so eno na ifes for call say be ya ka yentu schools num kakra na yenya arrangements no yentoto ne emanwie na omo kasa mpanimfo tie yenhwe mo so modie ne se mbaji sa nche na tum
me pachupi on se mo be kaya on ne nti a yen acheche teacher unions no this time no I say let's give the government the benefit of hindsight. Last year obi eni hono mo kun e was side teacher unions in Ghana here he need GS FSU for almost about 2 months. And son finally, a catcher YX say we cannot risk the future and the life of these children. And a YX almost die exam no. NAT, NAGRAT, CCT. We were at the forefront of all these things. And son a year close down. Year close down for almost 10 months now. And the government has given assurance, say look, these things will be done. In fact, say Omanpenyi Akasa, now say duty bearers. Omanpenya say to the extent that today's daily graphic, when him say the police will even be deployed to ensure say we all observe these things. Now say muye Omanpenyi NMC4 muye the duty bearers. So I can't say somewhere I can't say on the 18th students be go school. Now Semba kwa Omanpenyi ekadisi sudosi parents, teachers, the students, and let me add the duty bearers. So say we should not give or say my man reason to close down the schools. The duty bearers, these are the signs on the wall. say mofrano ako school ne ama obie ka hu sem say mofrano en share face mask ochina so so obuko na mofrano an share face mask. What kind of assurances, what kind of hope are we giving to the parents about this? Now if by Wednesday all these things continue, say the publicity alone about the reopening of the school will be something else, and it will ever take center stage. The moment ever take center stage, whatever happens to it, the duty bearers of the president, omuna omamuano. Esani say ye di adwumadi ama say for PPEs because Omanpenye was emphatic on that particular thing. Say all those things will be deployed, and so ye can't by this time they say by this send you mean edu school soon that. But like say na medi can we are hoping against hope. Say all things being equal, send your man do school. But if the things do not get to the schools and numbers, and I send the numbers are not reduced to the barest minimum, emphasize discussions in they are, then certainly the duty bearers almost a stage for maybe something else. And Bible say we will keep faith to near President Eka send and the duty bearers together with all the stakeholders no mokahono. Yenina beshe say the two mofrano any teachers they are secured. Na di ba ko yenina di ho dance ye ne say emanu ko ban say sebi tafrache say abofre bi akra ne maame ni papa so obe school obe school na sebi tafrache no okokofo ye de ni bi akwakra ofie abro ofie no de ade na akwakosan akwakra anasa abro ai na sebi no koni krechi. And these are the reasons why say na minua Kofi kind it has become critical because yade way ufa yade say you don't know, it will take some time before it will manifest depend upon your immune system so it has become very critical. Say the duty bearers say na discussions in the eco school the more salbeti why say my PPs ni the kika unyana Veronica bucket ensure the kika unyana econo please let us get it done.
Enti mo side no se niema ansesa na atefo no mo bebem.
Oh yes, the teacher unions will settle because we need. So you see any person is any person
their life
you see any person you see near woman says
one of the school baako yes teacher ni baako enya yadi omko yom check ye no na wanya yade ni bi nti omu close down school no
yes
Roman Ridge area
hono and I make see ade ye ken onipa su you see for example say the COVID for example was said yes say udi face mask echo onipa su was said yes say udi Veronica bucket echo. That is why you are being paid. You are being paid to do this particular work. You are being paid to supply these things. Why do you need another motivation to get the work done? What kind of motivation maybe not here? Obi wo fi a onye djuma ni bi nye. Ejuma no wanye bi aye. Ena ye say fa face mask na fa ko na mofra ni fa nsu ade. Fa Veronica bucket no nko na mofra ni fa nsu. Eno nso wan fa nko a. Enye de besi bia no. So mampenyu no osubo bi a onfa bo won a ye de djumade ni hye wo nsama omanye no.
Yeah, that's it.
Quick one. Brown mampenyu can say we shouldn't give him the reason to close down schools. It prompted me say it means mampenyu nim say proper planning and proper discussions has gone through. Because I'm saying a penny be can't just say mama mommy a kwan bia na say niema say yenya near the observer sa niema we ni adwenkyere say dey train na no wa sanction say yenye den yemfa nkoso enti me de say opanyini ka sa asem no ne yenhwe say obi bia wa sa adwumadi no hye wonsa no wo betu ho anamo. This is the time we have to make sure say institutions and the people who are delegated to do certain work, we hold them accountable. Because now if you are more can say this is a train for the fear and opening MYN said Kofi can say COVID-19 onim say your mama say me train for Friday. Only allowance.
No, see Friday and you just won't say you be school a whole week, you know.
No, we understand your point.
A whole week,
I understand your point, but the condition we find ourselves in, no, it is not. We are not in the normal times. If it is even the things are there, and maybe I'm a friend adherence to that, and maybe I can say based on it, the children will be able to adjust to it for this number of days there. It is different thing.
Yo, abusua nche ene ematan ya wofo amutie yen wo de sawba no koya kwansidi a wo hia yen nyina no ye bebie nhoma na twuma nwume na madwenche no matumi adibi aba na kwasire no sade we fi agona odoben na airbus ye bi wai ma menchia manwumre na no kwasem ne sem kwada no atena fi ache busumi du ye besre GS for nhwe na niema esese wadi gu akwa mu no wonye ne yie papa na nkwada no wontumi entene sukumu ye mpese ye bete na niema nkoye nti no dabi ye mpese ye bete no even so tabel or say political activities na ama COVID-19 no akosoro minua data no ewo honom no data no a wadi bu nkonta no yesi wonum a efira me no ne baaye wonum a efira me no ne a woba no eka ho ena wonum so tetete office amframa mfa ho no mu de whole day no eno so ka ho eti wo ka amanyofo no anwumre maka se so usu bedi o machi no ahwe so atena o mayimu di a ene nka sese ni o mode aba ne se ye to aba wi a ye to na nkasa no fa na akwobogbo ade enum na bubogu ye to wie so afa ballot paper na fa dwane ti so so behwe o mo so di asa na abebo bra e wo Ghana ukoye so o mbetew o mo ye ye o mo no mo ne na mo no nti jawma sem na dwene wo ankasa wo ho DJ Pascal so edie wasi ye awrade ye manketu ayo danger ye manketu ani danger pa ye besre ebe ya anka mpanimfo makwan na upper primary fo no nko omuni JHS fo na nketu ane die omunyi omumfiri mefise nsabo amukika na nwumre ya mmamu se total failure chese niema nkoye kura DJ Pascal de yode aban no si oyibi ene ode efri ena Felix Akito so se bi wai ka kire mampani na nado we me yesuma na mesuma ka kire mampani na nado se oyibi contractor no wontua ne ka wo wayire ho a wo kana safo agun botom yentua ne ka yetua ne ka nkasafo anwu ni botom etika kire mampani so wontua ne ka no onyi safo ani firi ni botom na nkwada no nya baabi enkotena mo ho enwo ayo matewai Felix matewo so dia wode ba no na we so dia ya wode aba Mariam ya o si USA na mehwemu efiri Nyankopon enka mo ho papa Mary yeso yeda wase Ivan so tabel also dia na wode aba na Mick Darling so dia ye ode aba ode just advert na betwagu mu advert oni papa tie bia onso na no wusu OPD sunyane o se mampani ene ne mpanimfo ye adwuma na yebesre no ommo Ghana fo ho ban pamfisa COVID-19 yi ho na yehu sadwuma no wonumu aye amaniema ekoso empanimfo na sane ye ken Saturday ejamusa me no twetwe nkomo wa Sempa FM so ma me say every last year within 2 months no ankwada no wo fie COVID-19 nti no wo mo anyem ye one district 51
yes
meti ye na me yam hye me
between
March and May 51
last year
eti se mo kasa mo kanya besi sa bri a Africa Watch for de wo sa adaje no yo mutumi ya me ehu se kwada dodo sei na nyem na no from last week na teachers ne sre yesre mo amonyem mo da mo mra ye beje mo yesre mo amonyem mo mra enne ye bi school ye sheda my reporters ne ye say mo nhwe se pregnant maya ne ba ya yeso mama teenagers anwe ya dodo no abefiri mu ti esesi ye kasa ye san akoyachi mo san kwotena fi a enkwada anyense no a na besan ba wahu
medi kan kase eyoni pesu
nya wofo no ne ntimi hwe omomani ye
hwe on say ye no on say ye ebebre mu hanu mo se wodi adwuma ma obi na wanya yes yo enye hwi see we don't hold people accountable say be a media adwuma ma o say is you private sector or the onim so ni akono ne sika no pe enji so kase brejuma 10 no ba 11 a obetwa okwiri unya ye bioma masa pacho because onu sika no hwe abaye adwuma no akwa bi se oh abaye adwuma eno de so ye close school down kra 2 years first ye ko ye SHS 43 ena JHS 43 ye troeza yes yo pilot ye nyina edi2 ye ba SHS2 JHS2 when the third timer yes be in all no kai say ye improve e wani oma kai betumi aboa e di abo emofra no ehun ban na dia eye in fact ne kai say hye nyina nkura ene obanpanyi yesterday kwesi de ye ayende de ye ne omanpanyi uhwe omanpanyi ni wotimo ka say obi a he looks worried about the numbers no he looks worried enu nteno wonga esudie no wo so duty bearers no this is the time to show to the president now look we are ready to help you get this thing done right this particular time yes you see because I also look to school no 2 years na obie na sesa sunu ensi san ya ye be kwa ba be do cost 90 na it is summary the most important thing is obia say ye di dwumedi ama won a dwumedi no ehye omunsa no let them be held accountable.
Yeah, that's it.
It me correct ho no na when they say 2 years so 6 months so the supply chain when you are able to hold the people there accountable for them to account for the due and the new man almost supply now I believe so will make a headway but if you say anya sadia I think we have a long way to go as a people.
Yeah, that's it. Abusian ye bi enwuma no atum 0302216561 and 0302216562. Eja Kofi mo hwehwe mu kakra maye no almost a year. Nkwada ne tena fie no. Bese na no report no ba meto na afemi yem hyehye me den na nkwada yesi e bi 13 years 15 years dodo no anyem tisi ye kase ye san tumu anache se anyinse nde bebrebe pie
say yeah no na from the
ma me fa frefo ni anya kwan ye no afri wono mo hello Ejampa chodi ni baby afrefre.
Embacho mi dini Samuel me ka se fisa kumono estate.
Yo Samuel yete.
Nya po ishira mo pa ne ejuma mo abo anwumre ABY. Mi anka se yes akumono school complex. School no ejato school danimo. Da class na man pen be directive say nkolanko school. Eneme de me nkola eco school no. Ejana ato school ma ugina ho ntensi ni nyina asi nyina no empenifo ntbi anya hwiamfa sakumono school complex homa eneyi ena teacher fo e wo se be gina blackboard ani mu kira ade no omo hye omo atare a efi pa wo classroom ho ansa na omo ye cleaning no na ni nyina ne se enkola ni ntbi nsia ade nti parents ensan fo omo manko fie a me Samuel me ye number 1 me de me ba efi school complex wo e de ni ba fie intida me bisa se empenifo a ye de adwuma mo organa ha ono abukaro sa hinkra ne constituency na me wa me no ka sei ampenifo eda omanya no aye nya adwuma na bosumi wo aye giskedi no ase ne sen ana na me srempenifo se omuma ebinum nya adwuma na nna no ma da no omo nsori mfi omo kete so ne din so pa adwuma ye adwuma ye
minu ansa na abekro no yese momfa momma no nkofie no yese dabe na momra ambeba na chese mwi
o kan se yemfa nkola ni nkofie na edan no ba o de se nyankopon ya adoma ti na da sakumo no school complex ewo Holy Child Kofos Christi enchen ho na the whole community no omumma ko school na o se the way dan nyina so ahye esu nyina asio headmistress wo ho obia wo ho mantumi anya wo hye mampehina be kasa endra wa se kasa e ma parents edim kola ba wo mantumi anhia de o ma sa den kola bevi into mind
enti mi ja akwan mo akochina wo ba no mfa ne nko school ho bio
enti na de me ye sure se me de me ba sa me ko because fi mo na wo se hygienic place o na oba esi a good dem wa sebi e ball aso
yɛda se me mfa nsi wo hello
everyone
eja mpacho din ni baby o frefre
na wo aja ni moni
o eja ni mo mpacho to asoma yen
me so me wo school bi wa ha e fa fu
ehefa
awofan ko beria efu pa na nya so ko da be ho no go me spray ho
ofan ko beria afu
ofan ko beria school bi wa basic school bi e wo ho fu wo kira bra betwa kamwa yi anka mitwa to me ni WhatsApp no bi kamitwa breo e me nya so be spray ho ko wo mu spray everyone asem bi ti ya dwa ye debate e be so chekiri mu kire wo mu ko yasi
wa asem ben ya
grief one e ko no won
o se yin fo na e ko gold fo na yeso mu ko
a gold fo na e ko beboa ana grief fo no trafi obi se ne ba ako 2 times kwa trafi 1 year na e wo se enko no ko ya ma na nko na mo a gold fo no mo ko ye no na mo ko enchekire mu kire sen
sa na tie
sa na ono ka
gold fo na e ko ye na na mo san yakọ
sa ko sa na e bi nso trafi 1 year
we dey jise mi bisa Mr. Musa no che mi mu because then e ma gold for complain na green for atena fie 1 year nya sa na jise ne tie enti me obekire mu wai nya botre hello
ABY
eja mpacho din ni baby afrefre
ABY FM na namu akon me kasa asuboy ABY
yo na mpacho to asoma ye
ABY enyime we nyame asundwe ne nkamu na adwuma soma mayama oman Ghana ene awofo na yehu de ekoso ewo man ABY fele school for no me ba ko from 1 oko from 2 owo green oko school na ba ko so gold ono so eko school from 3 ntimi minim de eja wosu egusu kan de come nim say gold ene gimi we fo nyina eko from 1 for no ene from 2 eko from 2 wonya eko na fante fo nyina so ko from 1 for na yesi omon say fias o go school match ntimi mo confuse Ghana for minim no mpo won kire ADY na masa stress covid na abarom awofo bia say odo ba eko school a bo modia say obetime man nose pass e da abore hwene na woman sanitizer da ke ne bag na woman hu di say okko school a just no ba say mo social distance no aye adwuma na masre aban say say na form telephone na eko na green phone go for ko no o me den na social distance no aye adwuma o school mo from 2 so from 2 and so come no fa so ADY the best aban no e chese say o mu mayewu ekwankwa e fa so a je man bit ma best school no so ti ma tren wade na e dey papa e bukwam because ADY na me kokro mu no smart no enye adwuma o mo hye and social distance so enko so the best
that's minua hello akate na free so medase hello
good evening ABY
good evening madam pacho din ni baby afrefre
pacho your friend me esi me frefre Michelle Camp
yo esi pacho entie o
ABY na mi twa mo adwuma pa mo ye anadwe me pacho me tie mo pa na nka me say school na baby no especially private school no meaning say nka say head teachers no more fair parents no na komunyo mutuna see meeting about the increment of the fees meaning say covid na ma sisi ankofo bebre ho achom but almost raise fees no to the highest point ojo wa won ti ase
mbacho obako private school
mbacho an
percentage na yes increment no
na 1600 say you 2730 my meeting
from 1,006 to 2,730.
Yes. Parents no. Yet now see a meeting say, oh, say me say nekwa. Nka say nka bebo. But
na o man ka hwe ankyere mo ko ya na o mo de amamo.
Text message no mo de mai.
Text message ni so no mo no o ma ye on bibi awie no mo de send mo send mo betwe ni. You and private schools for more council no executive director no wo fie ha nwumrenti ye ne no be answer no be so ye behwe kwan ye omo fa association omo school fees no if says sa increment rate from 1,600 to 2,700 and bbd eboroso hello
hey every
nana
onyeso ndi
enka so nebonsu nana to asomayen
person for me na mun kama ci na antuni magi
ya to abawi afina uzubedi o ka so be ko sise
I'm not the PC when I'm checking your father and the phone budu ECG boss yeah me can say I'm currently 13 years or more any na any time be am come sense awofuni bi yeka ho e me bi a twam say esukunu makoso say headmaster crowd a private so onko and then ma me phone was esukunu wa chance no oboniti ebi na what the so hanchi me anyame for the sub frano enti akwani you can 6 no na eya jinsem and this is the time I also you team teacher for no pai no tie mo so no class and modern Ghana and the modern Ghana so kwano omo ye bukata kwano ya so de ne eye nyama nsapota this is the time I say much for kwa no mo do me ba se teacher ni wo tie na me bosi this also be colonial mesre I'm not a class, sit the donation one of the Primua and your bonnet. Do one penny can win them for your Juma because I did me recently, Yadek wife because of emergency. Yadia, you know one, Yadia. You know who buy here or man with Smoke, a little bit everyone. You know, best for the Shaban now, also company that I just for now, company, your tissue. That's a Yadino consider a mobile. Yamo or man who buy, you could never in idea.
Nana, yeah, that's it. Ma memfa frefoi intwato hello
everyone
efo
ai leke afwa
efo to asoma ye
everyone dasi everyone na bien wa reho mu mi brother transfer ma chia afimu enrawo
oh
kafra mi apa wa fada wa mi ya pa mi ya tia tri na mtu everyone
efo to asoma ye
everyone mi sirawo atoro bi na obi ka se ndi a mi twin ho a mi ntia o se akola okwo preparatory school atua 2,007 mi ba 27 million no kan ye no anenye ta no kan 27 million
27 million or the free 60 million e ko 27
university for ko mu tia se ana se mi twin ho ebi wa ye mu bi ye tia 600 kwa ye ntimi ntua o na o ba ko preparatory school 2,727 million. Now didn't you go? Now in Bissau, say Oxford University, could have transfer London. Almost school is saying Oxford University. What for no authority? Me ba come as a person be better. Yabutre. Everyone. If we get the meeting here, say transfer as we say. Asana government school a transfer. You must be Ghana for the moment back on. So Mushem la transfer say. If the president is who be minister, or PPR we are government appointee. Compulsory by force. Mbefa ubako government school. Bon, omuye ni sa. Remember government school no opia uso teacher funo, but opia di nipa ko preparatory school. Ewo preparatory school. Ba mo ko secondary school ni dia. Omo identity na secondary school. Adu wonu dia. Opia to befa nipa ko government school. Preparatory school.
Yada sefo ewo so dia we dia ba. Enye no compulsory aban impanimfo mfa mo manko yi aban school mo yada se ejeje tua fees mo yonwe me wa won kasa na ade ba mu se yese obi se private schools no bi ya mo mama na school fees o mko bisa ya wo se hotel ya tumu aye mama na edi o mo so no ma ebi ni ewu man ya ka e de atoso yi from 1,600 to 2,700 and over awo mutua kwan be na mo fa so mo ma mo members no fa so ni awofo ni hihye school fees ni sa niema no
everyone dey tell ni say yentia say your schools na horo etrapoye miensa your low fee paying schools and your elite schools and afi your mission schools awo mo nyina your private schools ni mo na elite schools no kra no mo ye 5% ni nyina no wo council ni mo enhihye ya ye edi ama wo nyina ne se already no your school charges are no omo charge dada say ye gyina so edigi school fees no ye won niam bia wear and tear a omo gyina so no hu say we use we a ese say otimi ye we o so use we o so otimi ye we ane ye keka ne bo bom e ma ne ye sa school fees na ye ka ho asem no covid-19 aba je say ye this protocols ne PPEC ye to bi any ade school bia ne parents enkohia
ne mo ka kire wo mo
no school bia ne parents enkohia e ma ye sa meeting no na PTA National Council for nso so ye den atim bi in the school bia ne parents enkohia na omonhunu to say e bia school A ni compound ni beto Veronica Bucket ba ko mienu miensa ho ka no say enkura nsia ne wom etizi echede ma wo mo a say no bia be ye den
enti omo ani so no say dey essential ne wo
say school now parents crawl my any so we need to get an evidence parents crawl no omo ntro krata your office or Atomic Energy Commission
Atomic Energy
Commission just opposite the police station omo ntro mfa krata na mraye no mo nkyere yen say ni kwan omo fa so but say text message ni ade
say enya ade say mo be exposing nipa no say
you handle a lot of cases.
Okay.
They handle a lot of cases.
But baby, I'm office in will be
Atomic Energy Commission.
It's parent be
yes. How? So be ma me kwan meet me the telephone number at
Fatu dwa ye bre na so
0249 64 1349.
Bo number ni bi
0249 64
0249
64 1349. So the offer na wanya just send a message, WhatsApp message, and at any point in time we will respond to you. Na ye hu kwan de be den e be fa so because say will be 2007 na ya shum na ya akwa 2000 700. So
Atomic Junction
Atomic Energy Commission. Kwabenya Hacho Road. Just behind the police station. School of Nuclear Science. Your office here then. Internet is Ghana National Council of Private Schools officer. Edo beba
yo yama me me gidi se wo tie ne mo amoma ko private schools a ye gime atwa me ne bo a mo bob na ni nyina no ene direction no ene de ama no Mr. Musa wase me atwa to na ye mfansi
say no bibisa about that gold track
o se yayi fo na ko gold fo na ko mienu ono ne bagnity fie afe
nhihye ya the work guidelines mo no kire se SHS1 for no omo ne gold track for no mo form 2 no omo no be go school on the 10th of March 2021. You say baby on month I think you with me contacted GS for no.
Okay.
No much no more.
You.
Now made it chat on say o man penny e kasa ndeda and ye be school ne. Then your man penny kasa kaya no. O may nyina fan to dem ne fendi juma.
You.
Fan mo ya ati kire for no. Me my friend na by say ne be ya ma o man penny reason to close down the schools.
Yeah, that's it. Pa Ura Thomas Musa Busia General Secretary ma Natiko no na yatene no sada so na Ura eno kwesi jetua Ghana National Council of Private Schools na also abebwe National Executive Director no na Ura Kofi Asare Executive Director Africa Education Watch so ebebwa yen ye de mo sia saying na ye de asedani bi ma Big Boss energy drink and ye energy drink ba ko pa akadwa so an 2021 o to energy drinker no aka Big Boss energy drink eno an e wo so wugibi ebo no da fom ahoden su wom na ye wo alomo bitters me se nya biri wei ene enom nsafo o nya sa wo da hotim alomo bitters natural abibiduro krogen ne aye na po kakra wom nti alomo bitters de wo kona wo tonsa no ase alomo bitters kanesa na jewade wuni 18 years a enko ho enmen ho abusua medemu asi me producers listo wo kwadwo for jo abednago asante asiedu kwam kulenu ena Frank Milovan and Watamachi sada so ena YouTube and Facebook and Jamestown Jeko ena dia tumu midin akua boachwe yiadom madam asema monitia munyim phone na me so die no ene